Mike Tyson is one of the best and most fearful fighters in history. He was the youngest heavyweight champion, winning 26 of his first 28 fights by the way of knockout. He is known for having had Bengal tigers, for being in the movie The Hangover, or maybe the most famous, the bit in the ear to Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson was born on June 30th, 1966 in Brooklyn, New York. His father abandoned him after his birth, so his mother, Lorna Smith, had to take care of her children. But when Mike was 7 years old, Lorna lost her job and the whole family was evicted. They went to live in Brownsville but were constantly evicted, living in abandoned buildings with no water, heat, or electricity. At school, Tyson was constantly bullied. The kids made fun of his old clothes and torn shoes. Young Mike liked to raise pigeons from a young age, and it wasn't until someone hurt one of his pigeons that he had his first fight. At that moment, he discovered that he was good at hitting, leaving the boy out of combat with a hit to his head. His mother died when Tyson was 16 years old, and after committing several robberies and muggings, he was placed in a reform school where he met Customato, manager and boxing trainer. Customato was impressed with Mike's skill with his fists, so the old man became his first coach, and at the same time became his father figure, from which Mickey's speech in Rocky V was inspired. Of his first 28 fights, Mike Tyson won 26 by knockout, 16 of them in the first round. Tyson fought 56 professional fights with 50 victories and 44 knockouts. He lost 6 times in his career, 5 of them by knockout and 1 by disqualification. This disqualification was the disgusting anecdote of the ear. In November 1996, Tyson lost the world heavyweight title to Evander Holyfield, and the following year, in the rematch, having already lost for the second time against Evander, he bit off part of his ear. For this act, Tyson lost his boxing license for 1 year and a fine of $3 million. Mike Tyson was one of the highest-paid sportsmen in the world, however. Due to fraudulent scams and legal problems, he declared bankruptcy in 2003. At that time, he had only $5,500 in his account. He sued his former promoter, Don King, for stealing from him, claiming that he took advantage of his inability to read and understand contracts, and after a discussion, Tyson hit Don King in a parking lot. We see this represented in Rocky V, where George Washington Duke's character is very similar to the promoter.
Si me tocas te demando. Vamos, maldito. Me tocas y te demando.
But on what did Tyson squander his fortune? In an interview, he admitted that he even bought sports cars for several women just to spend a weekend with him. My last $1 million I spent on my rehab because of the $500 million I made as a boxer. I had nothing left. It all went to crazy stuff, and it lasted me between 15 and 16 years. Mike's profligacy was understandable, coming from absolute poverty, with no financial education. And as he began to earn that kind of money and profits from his fights, he was able to afford extravagances that soon became unsustainable. Bought mansions in the most luxurious areas of the United States, luxury items such as a pure gold bathtub of $2 million, an exclusive necklace of $7 million, limousines of almost $500,000 each. However, his favorite thing to spend money on was animals. During an interview and in his book, Mike revealed that he spent more than $400,000 a month on the maintenance and feeding of exotic birds and cats. In 1996, Tyson bought a white Bengal tiger, which he never tired of showing off. In many photos and videos, he is seen playing with the tiger as if it were a dog. According to several accounts, one day the tiger bit her neighbor's arm, which caused her serious legal trouble. Along with that one, he acquired 2 others, which he named Kenya, Storm, and Boris. But Mike is currently doing quite well. His current net worth is estimated at $3 million. He has a cannabis products company with a turnover of $500,000 per month, also launched for sale eatable gummies in the shape of a bitted ear. Holyfield differences seem to be settled.
I'm sorry, Evander. It's your ear.
My ear. Thanks.
Click on this video to learn about Brendan Fraser's success and downfall. I wait for you.